Britain was the first industrialized nation in the world and has remained an economic giant for the past 2 centuries. By the 19th century, the British economy had achieved global dominance, producing 1/3 of the world's manufactured goods, half of its coal and iron. The quantity of goods transported in Britain's shipping industry was greater than that of the rest of the world put together. Although Britain remained a member of the Group of Seven after World War II, its economy experienced a period of great difficulty and a relative economic decline for the following reasons. In 1945, the Labour Party carried out drastic reforms and laid the foundation for the post-war British social and economic development. Economically, it implemented the nationalization of industries and exercised a considerable amount of control over private enterprises in order to revive the primary industries and help balance trade. However, the government changed from one party to another. The economy remained stagnant. Until late 1970s, Britain's economic growth fell behind that of other European countries. In 1979, the British people voted in the Conservative Party under Mrs. Margaret Thatcher, who promised radical economic reform. Thatcher's revolution seemed in some ways to be a success as inflation came under control and business profits increased. The 1980s saw the recovery of the British economy, although it continued to grow at lower rates than its competitors. However, the negative aspect of Thatcher's reform was a rapid increase in unemployment. Thatcher was succeeded by John Major, who worked hard to revive the economy. However, the public lost confidence in the Conservative Party due to its internal division regarding policies toward the European Union. In 1997, the Conservative Party was voted out of office after 18 years in power. Tony Blair from the Labour Party became Prime Minister. Blair called for the Third Way, which was different from the old Labour Party's commitment to nationalization of the economy and the Conservative Party's emphasis on extreme individualism. In order to separate politics and economic policy, Blair made the Bank of England independent. In social policy, the Blair government changed the old Labour Party's practice of using tax system, public expenditure, and price controls to reduce inequality and put an emphasis on the minimum wage and supplementing low incomes. The Blair government was successful in limiting government spending, keeping inflation under control, and reducing unemployment. By the end of the 20th century, British economic growth surpassed that of other major European countries. Britain's agriculture is characterized by a small proportion of the population, about 1.5% of the workforce, engaged in agricultural activities with a high degree of mechanization. Britain's mild climate provides the country with a favorable environment for agriculture and stock raising. Some 70% of the country's land area is devoted to agriculture, with 2/3 of it reserved for stock raising. Important crops in Britain are wheat, barley, sugar beet, and potatoes. Britain is the world's leading exporter of cattle, sheep, pigs, and horses. Britain has a large ocean fishing fleet, and fish is a basic element of the national diet. The major fishing areas are the North Sea, the English Channel, the waters of the Irish coast, and the sea area between Britain and Iceland. Coal mining industry is a traditional energy industry in Britain. Most of the coal fields are located in central Scotland, central England, and South Wales, particularly around such big cities as Glasgow, Manchester, Sheffield, and Newcastle. Since 1999, when Britain was the world's 6th largest oil and gas producer, yields have fallen by an average of 6.2% a year. Some of the giant energy companies include Shell, British Petroleum, and British Gas. Britain is also a world leader in nuclear energy. Britain's manufacturing sector remains important, being the third largest sector in the UK economy after the business services and the retail sector in terms of share of GDP. British companies are active in all major fields of the manufacturing industry, but are particularly strong in pharmaceuticals, chemicals, aerospace, and food and drink. Britain also has a substantial electronics industry. Its automobile industry is, in many cases, foreign-owned. The major trends in the British economy since the end of World War II have been a further decline in the already small agricultural sector by European standards, a reduction in the industrial sector, and a sizable expansion of the service sector, retailing, banking, tourism, and public services. Like most developed economies, Britain has seen a relative shrinkage in the importance of secondary industries and a spectacular growth in the service industry. Britain boasts one of the world's oldest, most extensive, and most highly developed financial systems. London is one of the three principal financial centers of the world, with the other two being New York and Tokyo. It has the greatest concentration of foreign banks in the world and is the world's largest foreign exchange market. Bank of England, founded in 1694 and nationalized in 1946, functions as Britain's central bank, working in close contact with the government to control monetary policy and give directives to commercial banks. The London Stock Exchange, located in the heart of London, is one of the world's largest centers for trading stocks and bonds. It is also the most international of all the world's stock exchanges, with around 3,000 companies from over 70 countries admitted to trading on its markets. More than 25 million people visit England every year from all over the world. Tourism is one of the largest industries in Britain. It employs 2.1 million people in hotels, restaurants, pubs, travel agencies, and museums. Exhibition and conference services provide Britain with another source of revenue. Britain is one of the world's largest centers for international conferences. Britain has been a trading country for hundreds of years. Trade still plays a very important role today. The principal exported goods are manufactured goods, mineral fuels, chemicals, foodstuffs, beverages, and tobacco. Britain is also a major supplier of machinery, vehicles, aerospace products, electrical and electronic equipment, etc. Britain's major export partners are Germany, the United States, the Netherlands, and France. British imports mainly consist of manufactured goods, machinery, fuels, and foodstuffs. Britain's most important trade partners for imports are Germany, China, the Netherlands, and the United States.